two up, round blew up. Copped that new rape on them haters. Threw up. Brother went to jail for them. Told me you up. First time I seen 100 bands, yeah, I grew up. Ooh, on the couches with my shoe up. And we was getting that record label money before they knew us. And we were blowing your budget in the club to the booth up. If your dog fall in your ball hog and get your whole crew up. Ooh, I'm with right now, I got you. Right now, nothing. Need a Uber right now. Right now, need crew love right now. Cause we two up right now. Ooh, I'm up right now.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we'll see the Baltimore Ravens and their dynamic rookie quarterback Lamar Jackson take on the Red Rifles, Andy Dalton, and the Cincinnati Bengals. With that, let's get up to Cincinnati for the home opener. Standing by, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Godden. To my left, Charles Davis. And Charles, you focus on this Bengal team entering play. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0.
And it's the defense that's really the star of the show. A terrific game last week. They got a shutout on the road, and that's something that doesn't happen very often nowadays.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Ravens, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
From the gun on third down, Jackson able to find John Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Here's a first down run with Collins. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Now let's go. Green.
Now the first carry for Ty Montgomery. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
There is no doubt that Geno Atkins is really strong and stout at the point of attack, but I love his suddenness, the ability to make plays, to be in one spot, and then he's gone and into the offensive backfield. He's a heck of a play.
And there, a big TFL, tackle for loss.
Hard to believe that his father, Gene Atkins, was an NFL defensive back. Has bred this big defensive tackle.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here you go. 93, 52, 93, 44, 44.
The first carry for the second-year man, Joe Mixon. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping Those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And Dalton to throw. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Well, these two guys, Dalton and Green, they've hooked up on some big plays since coming in as rookies together back in 2011. But sometimes Andy can rely on them just a little bit too heavily. And this is a ball he probably shouldn't have thrown.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. He's a second-round pick, a solid second-round pick. But when you're close to that first round, do you come in with a little chip on your shoulder?
You definitely do, because now your money's not the same. But even more than that, it's the prestige. Everyone wants to be a first-round pick, and he thought his talent demanded that. And I do know some teams in the league that had first-round grades on him.
And you take a look at this draft class from a season ago, really it grades out as a pretty darn good class.
So you have to give a lot of credit to the entire scouting organization. General manager, personnel department, college scouts, all came together. They evaluated it very well and got a nice payoff.
And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense, because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Dalton now to pass. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing. Interestingly,
that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Taking on the midfield logo. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already. And now here come the Ravens. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Play action. Now Jackson. Drops it underneath for Collins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night?
Second down, Collins fighting through. There goes Alex Collins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Alex Collins, his second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Back to Mixon on first down. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Mixon with a first down carry. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they get to the end zone real fast.
And he'll go down at the 28. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39!
On second down, here's Mixon. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's third down. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. They hand off to their big tight end. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. And credit the tackle to Cliff Averill.
Well, not a huge game there as we head towards the 2-minute warning. It'll be interesting to me to see what they decide to do after the timeout.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. A handoff to Mixon, and he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Here we go now.
Back to throw here. Toward the pylon, caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A.J. Green, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
We're going to shut you down. We're going to shut you down.
Bullock out now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. But he gets this one to Michael Crabtree. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
No. Check. Patriot. Now let's go.
Now Jackson on second down. Crabtree with it over the middle. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On third down, Jackson. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. "15 seconds, all that remains for this first half, as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. Oh, the strength of Eifert. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march up another 15 against your squad.
And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. So we have reached halftime here with a visiting rate. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Green 39.
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Here's a give to Mixon. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They'll look to throw. To the left side here for Eifert. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. This quarterback now 4 of 6 since taking over, and he's got a first down. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll set up to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They come out here in the eye. They'll go with the keeper. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Jeff Driscoll with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bengals are in for 6. defense caught a little by surprise there that he took off and got in?
Yeah, I would think so, because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking running back, fullback. Takes you a while before you get to the quarterback.
Here comes Montgomery now to return it. A marker down. He does get it up past the 25. Will it hold? Let's see.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. This is Collins on the toss. They find some open field here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach, because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Sean Williams that time in on the stop. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no game.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. It's caught by Crabtree. And they'll get this down to the 10. A solid pickup of 13 sets them up 1st and goal. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point, just a field goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
They run with Collins. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has, but in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
See what I did there?
He needs better protection, that's for sure. He's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
Well, you know me pretty well now. You know what I want to do after that completed pass. 4th down by 3. What do I want to do here?
Well, you want to go for it. You might be tempted. I think they need to kick it.
Yeah, someone might have to overrule me. Get the kicker out there, tie this game up.
Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now Joe Mixon, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Looking to throw. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll wind up getting 10 back there, as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
They'll look to throw here. It's brought in left side by Tate. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll drop the throw. To the left side here for Eifert. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there, a 22. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a first down in field goal range already. They're going to look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Here's Bernard. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
Let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Bullock out now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Andrews. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 39 that time. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. 23 yards on the tuck and run. First down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Carlos Dunlap in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. He'll look to throw. That's caught by Montgomery. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards on the pickup. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. He's back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time, because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Now a carry for Bernard. Gets around him. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Giovanni Bernard, nothing but green grass. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, they got the touchdown, but a little risky, even though where they were to run the football in that situation on the final play.
If they give it up somehow, if turnover is created and they take it back the other way, instead of a comfortable victory that they've got now, they've got a lot of explaining to do about why they try.